There's a reason why crime is one of the most concerning issues for Americans. It's raging from city to city.
Just these past few weeks, we've seen some of the most outrageous crimes caught on camera, notably in cities that are deep blue with new bail policies and progressive prosecutors who are letting criminals out of jail. So let's go off the wall to see a few of them. And Will, the first one starts in Chicago.
This is just all from this week. In Chicago, a car care business owner went inside his business, left the front door unlocked. He was going to conduct a virtual meeting. A few moments later, he looks up, and this man comes in with a gun. He does, though, Pete, something I think people are increasingly going to be apt to do. He fights back.
Yeah, he lunges at the gun. When you watch the clip, somehow it appears the gun misfired or did not work properly. I mean, watch this. He's got a gun waving at his face. His door was unlocked. He was holding a meeting. He's jamming it, right? Yep. He's trying to rack around. He can't. He realizes that's his opportunity. By the way, this individual pointing a gun at somebody else still at large, which is often the case in a lot of these situations as well. Probably has previous criminal record, still at large. This guy has to act on his own.
Now, let's go to New York City, where we've seen way too much of this over months. And this week, we saw another subway rider pushed onto the tracks. This time it's 32-year-old individual who's been riding the subway, Pete, since he was in middle school. His
entire life. No reason to think otherwise. 32-year-old, I don't know if you have his name. No, lifelong New Yorker, as you said. And this guy just, he's eyeing him up, looking for a target, wearing a mask, and he tees off.
Randomly.
Again, they don't know each other at all. What do we know? This individual had already done 20 years behind bars for attempted murder. So as we often see in these cases, plenty of prior criminal record.
And the victim, he survived. He wasn't hit by a train, broke his collarbone. He was injured. And again, we're seeing way too much of that exact type of crime right here in New York City.
Yeah, but Eric Adams says it's safe.
Yes, right. Statistically, no big deal. Now, this is not something you see every day. No. This is in Pasadena, California. A woman attacks a home with a grandmother babysitting an infant just on the other side. She attacks it with a pickaxe. She's going at the windows, window by window, attacking with a pickaxe.
Yeah, likely some mental health issues, we are told in this particular case. By the way, there was a baby behind one of those windows that apparently the grandma pulled the baby from underneath that window before it was smashed. So, again, unprovoked, no connection to the people inside, mental health, and at least in this case, we know who the perpetrator was.
She walked away with the pickaxe slung over her shoulder saying, questions, I'll be back. Get out. Wow.
Speaking of get out, let's go down to New Orleans, where carjackings are on the rise. And this video is of a woman who's walking out of a building, locked the gate, getting into her Honda CRV, and then a man who's been hiding in the bushes jumps out, grabs the car, punches her, as you just saw, jumps in, steals the car, carjacking, which are way up in New Orleans.
And this man is still at large. The suspect has not been caught. Yeah, you point out, I mean, these carjackings on the rise. This woman totally caught unsuspecting here as she pulls out of her driveway. He whacks her, assaults her, then pulls her out of the car.
By the way, the vehicle was found with a flat tire 4 hours later, taken to a tow yard. As happens in Minnesota, as happens in New Jersey, as happens across the country. Look at this. He's in the bushes. I mean, think about the fear, the terror of your own neighborhood. The middle of the day, carjacking's way up. It's a crime that doesn't get reported enough.
All of these just from this week from all across the nation. You can see why Americans are ready to do away with the policies that lead to this rise in crime, and are ready to make their voice heard in the coming weeks.
Totally random, which means it could be anybody's, which is why fear is so important, and often no arrests and no consequences, which means the perpetrators feel like they can pull it off and do it again.